Okay, nice start.
Hi dear students, welcome to our digital class today. So far we have discussed, we know what we have discussed, storied house part 1, and we know how the family lived in this village, especially after returning of this Bayaji after retirement. He came from Bombay. He was working in Bombay dockyard, and after 60 years, at the age of 60 years, he got retirement. He got some fund. Though the bus was very typical one to come onto this hilly area, it reached that village, and after reaching that village, so he got down. He just met Patel of that village. He also wished him. That wish was not enough, and there was some discussion among those people, and he asked how much did he get as a retirement fund. It was very clear. He got 2,500 rupees, and he came to this village with some bulk of amount. But his sons, his daughters, his grandchildren were waiting for something. You know whether he brought some gifts or not. But very sorry, Bayaji had a plan in his brain, a plan in his mind. He wants to do some gift to his family. He wants to gift his family something, a pleasant one, which stands forever. That is his idea. That's why after meeting on the next day, he told his daughter, though his daughter was childish, his daughter was such a childish behavior to get something from his father, from her father. It is quite natural for every daughter to have a wish to get something from their parents. It is quite natural, even though she got married, even though she had children and all these things. And now, my dear students, we just ended the lesson there at the part 1 ended. What happened? Bayaji reached home. Bayaji met his children. He talked to 8 of his children, and also his elder son is 2 employees, government employees, service to his sons. And there is one more son who is working as a government teacher. And there is one more son. He was also studying in the college or something. So, you know how the health condition of these family members. His mother was really strong, though she was nearly 80. Now you can understand, my dear friends, we just stopped there. They reached there and they wanted to construct a wonderful house for that family. Though the family was in a what is that? Meher caste. In those days, especially in that village, they were belongs to scheduled castes. Scheduled castes, SC we call. So Meher caste people were treated as untouchables by those Patels, by those great people in the village, high caste people. So the high caste people of this one, Bayaji's Bujaba Patel, was thinking, why this fellow got this much money? This could be enough. How much? Only 500 could be enough. But this fellow got 2,500. There was a greed. There was such a greediness in his mind. Now you can understand all these things. After reaching home, Bayaji felt something and he was writing his diary. Okay, and one more thing I can tell you, he brought few things in his box. When the box was opened, you can see only few things, pans and something like cooking utensils, and also some pictures of Jyotirao Phule, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and the great Buddha, and so on. Then some nails. That's it. Okay, now he's writing a diary entry. Today, I would like to give you a clear picture of diary entry. Okay, so now I would like to share you screen sharing. Let us see what are the guidelines of the diary entry. Full screen just I am sharing. Okay, guidelines for the diary entry. Diary entry has fixed format or style of writing. However, look at this one. This is a full page. Guidelines for diary entry. A diary entry has no fixed format. It is not fixed to like this only. But actually, there should be some format. Okay. There is some style of writing, but it is not also fixed. However, good diary entry does contain the following features. A good diary entry contains the place, the date, the day, and even the time of writing are mingled up in this one. For example, here is a place, Agra, 20th July, so and so, date, Friday, 8 p.m. Okay, all these things are mandatory, necessary. A diary does not need any formal heading, but when we are writing, we write a diary entry. I will show you the format. I will show you a wonderful example also. However, it is an optional. Okay, if you want, you can give a suitable heading also. Actually not necessary. This is not my guidelines, my dear friends. This is a guidelines of NCERT. Okay, do you understand? These are the guidelines of NCERT guidelines for 9th and 10th class students of writing diary entry. This is mentioned clearly in CBSE. The style and tone is generally informal and personal. The style of writing should be informal. You know what is informal and you know what is personal. If you don't know, don't worry. I will explain you in a further videos. Especially you may visit my channel. So there you can get all these, what is formal, what is personal, what is impersonal, what is diary entry, what is a notice, and all these things you may know all these things later on in my channel. Okay, no problem. I'm not just encouraging here. The style and tone is generally informal and it should be personal. However, it depends on the subject. Okay, it should be dependent on subject. Let me take a pencil here. I will take a pencil. Okay, I will take a pen otherwise. Look at this one. Depends on subject. What subject? What is the content you are writing? What is the content you are writing? I will take another color pen, not this one. I want red one. Okay, this will be opt one. You can freely express your views and feelings. Sometimes the tone can be philosophical and reflective one. What should be? My dear friends, whenever you are writing, you will be reflecting something. Especially you went to a meeting today and that meeting should be reflecting. You just met somebody and that meeting or that encounter should be reflecting while you are writing. Yes or no? This is quite natural. For example, you were walking on the road, suddenly you saw a snake, there you felt a jerk, a sudden feeling, stunned. So there you want to express your all these feelings and you will write a diary entry. So that I can tell you, it is no doubt a reflective one. You can freely express your viewpoints and feelings because the diary entry is yours, you are writing. As the diary is a writer's personal document. My dear friends, you can easily understand. Diary is a personal document of a person who is writing. Okay, the diary entry does not need any signature. It is not mandatory. It is totally optional. Totally optional. If you want to sign, you may sign. If you don't want to sign, no need. You can evolve your own suitable style depending on the topic of your writing. Okay, do you understand? You can go with your own style of writing. When you go to our 10th class textbook or 9th class textbook, you will see what are the diary entry things you should maintain. Just I will tell you all these things. Now let us see. Diary entry. Diary entry. One, expression of personal reflections. I already explained you what our personal reflections are. Okay. Diary entry may be sometimes explaining future plans. No problem. Maybe explaining the events which happened yesterday or today or just before half an hour or maybe 2 years ago. Okay. That should be reflecting. When you write a diary now and you open the diary after 10 years, my dear friends, it is really a wonderful recalling of the past. Even though that is a bad day, even though that is a wonderful situation, even though that was a memorable event, you can recall it when you just open that diary. Some people have a habit of writing diary. Okay. Expression of personal thoughts and feelings also can be indulged in diary writing. And you can write different types of sentences. Use of variety of sentences you can mingle up in diary writing. Okay, my dear students, do you understand what are the different types of expressions? For example, you may use what is that imperative sentences. or you may use actually imperative sentences are to somebody. So we generally use imperative sentences. Use my book, my pen, I, myself, I go, I play, I played, like that. Okay, even you can use some phrases. Use of language appropriate to the mood of the person. Okay, it should be appropriate, exactly fitting that situation. Self-criticism and future plans also can be mingled up here. Okay, self-criticism, you may criticize yourself. Now my dear friends, what are the remarks, what are the criticisms? When I was asking my friend what is a criticism, he told vimarsha. Okay, do you understand? Vimarsha, criticism means vimarsha. So when I asked deeply what is the clear meaning of the criticism, he told only talking about bad things. Do you agree with this one? Do you agree with this one? Talking pros and cons, talking good and bad, sometimes appreciating also may be criticism. Do you understand? విమర్శన అంటే పొగడడం తిట్టడం కూడా అయి ఉండవచ్చు కదా. సెల్ఫ్ క్రిటిసిజం, అప్రిషియేటింగ్ అవర్ సెల్ఫ్స్, సెల్ఫ్ మోటివేటింగ్ అవర్ సెల్ఫ్స్, ఆర్ సమ్ టైమ్స్ థింకింగ్ బ్యాడ్ అబౌట్ అవర్ సెల్ఫ్స్, ఆర్ ప్యాటింగ్ అవర్ సెల్ఫ్స్, beating ourselves, feeling why did I do like this, I could have acted in a different way, thinking like that. All these things may be indulged in self criticism. And also you can write your future plans. For example, what is your future plan? By the end of 2020 I have to do like this. Whenever I remember the future plans, I can remember a wonderful story. May I tell you a story? Okay, my dear friends, after completion of these 2 points, I will explain you. Point of view, coherence. Okay, so what I want to tell you is, just I want to stop my screen share and I will just tell you a wonderful story. Okay, are you ready to listen to the story? Okay, my dear friends, one day something is happening in 8th class. It is not in India, it was happening in America. Teacher was asking every student to write their future plans. They were writing on the paper and they were showing to the teacher. And one student brought that paper. After 20 years or after 10 years, I will be a mathematics teacher, one student wrote. Another fellow wrote, I will become an engineer. And another student wrote like that. The teacher was just correcting and she was giving some sentence formation corrections and editing those things. And she was, okay, my dear students, okay. But there was a boy who was sitting in the third bench in the middle, and that boy wrote one thing. What did he write? Do you know, my dear friends? My students might have known this story. Oh yes, 5,000 acres of land, 500 workers, 2,000 horses. What did he write? 2,000 horses, and such a 500 roomed villa. That is what he wrote. The teacher got furious. Hey, what is this? Is this a future plan? How can you write like this? She got angry and she tore it away and told the student to come with the another plan tomorrow. Now this boy just went home and just rewrote like this wonderfully with a neat handwriting the same matter. 500 acres of land. Okay. 500 acres of land, 500 workers, 500 rooms, and also 2,000 horses, and so like that he wrote, and just came back to the teacher. And the teacher, on first attempt, my dear Pradeep, stand up, show me. Pradeep just went to the teacher and just gave the paper to the teacher. She got furious. Why did you write it again? The teacher said very clearly, it is impossible in your history. It is not possible for you. I am sorry. She said, I don't agree with this one. This is impossible, she wrote. And that was over. And he stopped after 10th class. He studied there. He stopped 10th class. After exactly 15 years, the teacher was going with our students. Now they are also studying 8th class, not this one. Another batch. After 15 years, the teacher was going to a wonderful place. In that place, the teacher was just very happy to show all those places. As a tour, they went. They went to Amazon forest area, and there they could see on the welcome board 500 acres, 5,000 acres of land. Oh, She was something stunned. She wanted to know what is there. She entered. As soon as she entered, she could see a fencing wall. All that 5,000 acres was with a good fencing. And as soon as she entered, there was a big board. That board was explaining 2,000 horses. Oh, she was stunned. She was just going forward. There was a big house, looked like a palace. There the palace was 500 rooms. And there was also board 500 workers. Oh, she was stunned. She entered the room. And there, as soon as she entered, there was a big board in that house that was nothing but like a notice board. On that notice board, there was a huge letter that was signed by this teacher. She could not remember. She could not. What happened? She could not remember. She was sitting like that. Oh, what happened? Why all these things? My signature here. And the student was coming down. It was like a Indra cinema, I think. The hero was coming down. The boy came down and the boy just kneeled before her. And this is just because of you, my dear teacher. You just criticized on that day. You said it is impossible. On that day, I took it as a challenge. Now I became a wonderful person. Now all this is just because of you only. How did you earn, my dear son? She asked. How did you get all these things, my dear students? She asked. Madam, nothing but I just implemented all these things, my property, my strength, my everything in horse riding, and it is possible for me. So, my dear friends, why did I tell you this story is you can indulge all these things in diary writing. You can write about future. Okay. Do you understand this story? This story, you think it is a funny. I don't know. I heard this story. I read this story somewhere and I liked the story. That's why I just came forward with you this story. How is the story? Okay, if you like it, you may just comment below. Okay, now let us go for screen sharing. Once again, let us see how the diary entry is. Okay, expression of personal reflections, expression of personal thoughts and feelings, use of variety of sentences, use of language appropriate to the mood, self-criticism and future plans, point of view, and coherence. Coherence means coordination of all these sentences should be mingled up in diary writing. Okay, now I will give you one example of diary writing. Shall we go for that one? Okay, look at this one. This is the format of diary entry. Look at this one. Diary entry title is there. Because of our examination point of view, so it is better to write diary entry title. Already NCERT guidelines are telling very clearly, if it is your wish, you may write the title. But my dear students, why don't we write the diary entry? Let it be an appropriate one. Let it be an attracting one. So that let us put diary entry. Look at this one. Day and date. Day, date, time. Dear diary, you're writing your diary for yourself. Hi, how are you? All these things are not mandatory. How will you write? Oh, today is a very pleasant day. Today I am very surprised. Today I am very, very happy. Today I am glad. Oh, it is a bad day in my life. How this happened to me? You may write like that. Okay, do you understand, my dear students? So there you are writing around 50 to 60 words. Where in this one, after writing 50 to 60 words, somebody will end with this I remain, with this I remain, name. Somebody will put signature. Signature, name is not mandatory, but in our writing, but in our what is that valuing points, so all these things are necessary. But okay, day and date. Okay, look at this one. Title will carry 1 mark. Day, date, time, all these things will carry 1 mark. And this one greeting, as well as this one. What is this? Name of the writer, name of the diary writer or signature is gaining 1 mark, and total body of the diary is getting 2 marks. Totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marks are allotted for diary entry in 10th class. If it is for 8th class, it is for 8 marks. Okay. If it is for 6th and 7th classes, it is for 8th class. It is as a minor discourse, not a major discourse. Okay. Now let us go and see the next one. Okay. How you should write. So this is a different, another way of writing discourse. What is this? Diary writing. Topic written in the first sentence. Actually, you may write title here. Okay, topic is mentioned in the okay, first sentence itself. Date is there. Okay, and you see address, who you are writing to, dear diary. You will write only dear diary. Don't go for the spelling DIARY, not DAIRY. Okay, write in the first person only. What is the first person? I. I is a first person. Now tell me, what is the second person? You. Very good. What is the third person? You are right. He, she, it name. He, she, it. What is the imperson? Personal, impersonal. Kada? In the same sense, person, first person, second person, third person. If you are writing in third, so impersonal, you may write it, that, these, those, all those things you may write. Supporting sentences are mandatory. And look at this one. This is a sign off. Sign off to show the end of the diary. You are just ending the diary entry. Goodbye. Or you may write Meow 3 or Ramesh or Radha, like that. Informal, casual style of slang, that's only. Informal. So informal means, but it should be in English. Informal language, formal language, just I will tell you in further classes if there is any opportunity for me. Okay, write honestly. You are writing your diary, that's why you can write it honestly using emojis. Now in a new style of writing, you may use emojis. Emojis, you know, look at this one. Here is a emoji. This is a picture which you will see in your laptop or in your cell phone, like that. Future hopes, expectations. Future hopes and expectations are also can be inculcated in diary. Shall we read his diary? Sorry, we should not read others' diary. Don't say like that. Actually, it is not good to read others' diary. But here, as an examination point of view, we should read this diary. What is there wrong? Okay, let us see. Dear diary, today I started my new job. Oh, he got a new job, huh? At the ice cream parlor. Oh, it's not a big job. Don't think job is big or small. Whenever I remember the words big job, what we can say, high salaried job, white collar job, all these things. But when you go to some other foreign countries like that, they have a dignity of labor. Dignity of labor. In India, if a person studying intermediate or 10th class or graduation degree or PG, he will not work in the field. I don't understand why these people are behaving like this. They don't work with the buffaloes. I don't know why. They don't go to field. Yes, they don't work in his father's office. He doesn't work in a father's business or in a shop or in a, what is that, mechanical shed. They are feeling dignified. What is the dignity here? Looting something, doing something is a dignity. It's not dignity. Doing work with your father, doing work with your parents is a dignity. Yes or no? Dignity of labor should be. So, but here is a boy. He is working in the ice cream parlor. So I just respect this boy's dignity. Okay. I was excited, but very nervous at the same time. I hope that my manager and the girls who worked there liked me. Oh, this boy is also liked by girls here. And also manager also liked this boy. One of the girls who worked there was called Anne. She was awesome. Not sure I liked Sarah. She wasn't very friendly, but she only works 2 days a week. So I won't see her much. So she has been working only for 2 days in a week, and he can't see that girl. Just she laughed at him. She just smiled at him. What a silly behavior of the boys. Once a girl just looks at the boy and just laughs, he feels tempted. This is maybe the effect of the cinemas, or maybe effect of the what is that, is age or gender, I don't know. Anyway, a new day tomorrow. Let us hope I can make some tips. Wish me a luck. So this is what he ends. You see, when you just look at this one, it is not exceeding the limit of writing 100, what is that, 50 to 60 words. He's just maintaining that limit, and also he's following all the rules of the diary writing: date, day, time, all these things, as well as leave taking, and also matter, and all these things. And also is maintaining, what is that, border, as well as neatly writing the border, and so on. This is not the border which I am drawing. Don't just think of like that one. Let us go and see some websites are showing some different types of writing. Tips for writing diary entry. Here are some tips for writing diary entry. Since diary entries are like chapters in a book, you first have to decide what your book is going to be about. Brainstorm ideas for your diary. Okay, brainstorming is nothing but mind mapping. Mind mapping, you know? Yes, you know. For example, when you just ask a student to write a mind mapping on school, so when he sees the school, he just remembers so many words: teachers, homework, blackboard, classroom, all these things. That is called brainstorming. Brainstorm ideas like whether you want it to be just about you or about a specific topic. Once you have a theme, then you can begin. You can begin when you are having a theme. Date your entries. Pick a topic. Write naturally. Be truthful. Be friendly with your diary. Do you understand, my dear students? So this is what you have to do. Date your entries. Your entries should be dated. Okay. Pick a topic. Topic should be picked. Write naturally. You write your own style. Don't go for difficult words, difficult types of writing, all these things. Okay. Don't feel like your entries need impression or impress somewhere. They are just for you. So relax and go for it. You are writing your diary entry. It is not for anybody else. You only read it. Okay. Okay. The worst person, be friendly, be truthful. The worst person to lie to is yourself. So when you're writing your entry, try and be as honest as you can. You're an honest person, no? When you're writing your diary entry, not for the exam, I'm telling, for original diary entry which you are writing. So write for yourself neatly and also truthfully and also friendly. When you are writing, try and write as if you are writing to a friend. Think that your diary is your friend and tell her everything. Tell her every inch, everything you are feeling. Because all the dejected feelings, all the rejected feelings may be entered in the diary entry. Okay. Do you understand, my dear friends? So next, let us go to next one. Keep on writing. If you are not writing properly, some fellows, some students, or some people will decide their profession should be diary writing. Let them. If even writing diary entry is a profession, no doubt you can write a wonderful biography, not biography, autobiography. You know what is the difference between biography and autobiography? Autobiography is nothing but the biography of an auto. Yes or no? What here? How can you say like that? Autobiography is nothing but writing oneself. I am writing about myself. That is autobiography. If I am writing about another person, that is biography. One day, actually, why did I say like this? When I went to some school and I asked some students, what is a biography? Biography, I explained. Biography means writing the story of other person. Then I asked one boy who was studying 4th class. I was very happy. I asked him, my dear boy, stand up. He stood up. That was English medium school. Okay, he stood up there and I was asking him, my dear friend, tell me, what is autobiography? Sir, the biography of an auto, he said. That's why I just use this sentence. Okay. Reread your entry. When you are writing, reread it. Read it once, twice, then automatically you will know how to edit your diary entry. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, you're right. Make it a habit. My dear friends, what I want to tell you is a good habit. What is a good habit? Writing is a good habit. Reading is a good habit. Watching movies. No, it's not a good habit. Watching movies often, once in a week, it's okay. Sitting always in front of the TV, watching movies, watching all that cinema, all that Jabardast, all that comedy shows is really waste of time, my dear students. Take a pen, take a paper, write something. Now you will become a wonderful writer. Your handwriting will be improved. Okay. Okay. And also you will improve your vocabulary and so many things. Okay. Today you are able to understand what is a diary entry and all these things. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Now just I want to I want to stop my screen share. Okay, dear students, I am very happy to teach you in online, especially teaching what is that? The Storied House Part 1 as well as diary entry. I feel privileged to teach you all these, what is that, Khammam district and as well as Suryapeta district and some other all over the state. It's my pleasure to teach you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity for DCEB Suryapeta. I am very pleased to take another classes also if the opportunity is given to me. Thank you. My students, do not feel to comment